Inheritance of Hope couldn't exist without the volunteers that we have. These are really the lifeline of our service to families. They're on the ground with the families, building the relationships, taking care of whatever unique needs that each family has. They're building those bonds that last a lifetime. At this retreat, we're expecting well over 100 family members. Each family is going to be paired up with 2 volunteers. Long before these families arrive, volunteers and our staff have been preparing. They're going to carry their bags, they're going to lift their burdens in any way they possibly can.
As president of Kendra Scott, it's really meaningful for us as an organization to be doing things like this. It's really meaningful for Kendra as a person. One of her best friends, Holly, went through metastatic breast cancer, and unfortunately we lost her, so being able to give back here is a tremendous honor, I think, for our entire organization.
This weekend, there's about 13 of us who work for Kendra Scott here on the ground.
We landed on Wednesday and we are leaving Monday, and every single second has been worth it. It's several months that goes into the planning of this. We talk about the families, we talk about the swag.
We're here spending 15 hours a day with these families. We spend nights and weekends preparing for this retreat. I've been packing boxes out of my own house.
Many of the volunteers now have been families that we served in past retreats, so they know that experience, they've been there, and they know what it looks like to be served well.
When my mom got the terminal diagnosis, she told us about this retreat, and I kind of remember saying, "No, Mom, I do not want to go to this cancer retreat. I don't want to see kids being sad about their parents." But then once I came and experienced group sessions, it was just so nice to be able to talk to kids who could understand. People got it, and that's what I love about IOH, and that's kind of why I keep coming back.
My family was served in May of 2015. My mom was the one who signed us up, and on the first day, I wasn't into it. But by the end, I still know a lot of those people who were in my teen group. To think about that happened in the time frame that it did, and that I look at a lot of those people as friends still, reflects on how well things are done here. I never felt like during the retreat, once it was over, it was over. I really felt like Inheritance of Hope was now part of my life and wasn't gonna stop being part of my life.
I tell my friends at home, like, it's one of my favorite things to do. And when they hear that, they're like, wait, this is like about a terminal diagnosis? Like, how in the world could this be your favorite thing? What you don't understand is there's so much joy here. Volunteering with my family is one of the most intimate, best, vulnerable times we can have, and it kind of gives us a little way to remember my mom. We get to share moments of people who were with my mom but also love us in a separate way as well. So it's just really fun to be able to come back to this place that gave us so much and serve alongside of them now. So I love it, absolutely.
I want to be here, and I want to give these families what I got. And I've met a lot of volunteers who weren't served and still want to do that, which is even more amazing to me.
Last year I brought my daughter Cameron. Seeing it through her eyes was remarkable. She spent all year talking about it. Around Christmas time she was asking about the family. Throughout periods of the year that went by she was asking about the boys that we were with. I'm Cameron's dad. I'm from Austin, Texas. Having her come back was amazing. It's a great opportunity for us and for her to be able to do that.
We're here to bring joy and to bring hope to these families, and they actually do that to you in return.
A lot of it is physical. It's pushing wheelchairs, it's loading boxes, it's carrying bags and kids, but there's a huge emotional component too. So we are really here as just a support system. So whatever the families need, as a volunteer, we are here in every sense of the word. If they need to cry, if they need to talk, if they want to laugh, we're here for all of that.
I come on the retreats with the intention of connecting with the families because I also want to connect with my own memories and my own feelings. I want them to have what I had because it's been so impactful in my life. I really just think this is something that these families, considering the burden they have to bear, just like my family did, deserve this gift. So I want to give it to them.
The volunteers have been a little slice of heaven for us. They make this trip like a dream. You don't have to think about anything from your backpack to what rides you're riding next. It's just been incredible.
You know, we were unsure about this cause and event and how we were going to come down here and tell my son about what's going on in our lives. And one of the volunteers actually decided to call Tanya and really relieved our fears.
Our son has asked if we can stay in contact because he really wants to spend time with her. So we're going to Minnesota, apparently.
As soon as we got off the bus, they showered us with love, from the cheers to the welcoming to the hugs. They have been a sounding board in some cases for me. I've been able to discuss kind of my personal fears and anxieties about what I'm going through. After my son got through his first introduction with all the other kids, and he came out and he was running to us with a big smile, I just knew right then we were in the right spot.
It really is meaningful to me to be reunited with my family. You know, the Inheritance of Hope family is my family. I love their hearts to serve. It's a real blessing to be around them.
Just a big thank you to all the volunteers that have made this weekend so special and memorable for us. Without you, without your dedication and support for this wonderful cause, we wouldn't be here. So just a big thank you to everyone.